For those of you that have come online and watching, I'm letting you know I'm in Adelaide Hills here for the Century 21 group in South Australia for a very, very special auction. One of the most important auctions for me this year because the recipients of the money are going to be families that need the money. Most auctions I do in Australia, the money goes to one group of people, the family, the vendors. When you do the block, it's to the contestants. But the reason why this one is so special is that the funds are going to a cohort of families that are the most in need, and charity, Variety, South Australia, the stuff they're doing is unbelievable. We're about to go live, and I want to repeat, this is a no reserve auction today. Hang out, we're going to keep you online, you can watch it. It's across all media here in South Australia.
Pop that one in your pocket because he's going to write the bids down, so then you don't have to worry about it if you move away.
Okay.
There you go. All right. You ready? You can start your preamble now. Yep.
I'll take that off you when the bidding starts.
Yeah.
The day has come. The day has come, ladies and gentlemen. We've waited, and I can tell you, as far as I'm concerned, this is the chosen property of 2025. 2 Emerald Way, Mount Barker. I'm letting you know, this is officially a no reserve charity home that the funds are going to be going to a very important charity, Variety South Australia. My name is Tom Panos, and I'll be conducting this auction on behalf of Century 21 South Australia, who've been every step of the way over the last 4 weeks. And today we're going to see what fair market value is on this property, and we're going to see what a generous donation. And before we move on, we should acknowledge the people that have made this happen. Let's go through. Firstly, Mr. Joe Belperio, I only met you this morning on the drive from the city to here. What an extraordinary human being. What an amazing man. A man has provided the land. He has given to this initiative. So thank you. Mr. Amin Farah, the builder from Urban Edge. Again, the short conversation I had with him this morning, I've got to say, Amin, thank you so much, because you are donating to the most vulnerable of vulnerable people in the country, and I've got to say, it's a cracker of a project. This is a cracker of a project. And it's also important to acknowledge and some of our other sponsors. So I'm going to quickly just go through very quickly. Century 21, thank you so much. You've done an incredible marketing campaign. Well done. Cubby House, I've got to tell you, I've got to tell you, spellbound, that name suits your company. It is extraordinary, an amazing cubby house. $20,000 I think is the value of that. And of course, the styling that has been done here has been provided by House & Co. So there's been a lot of people, a lot of tradespeople. They've all contributed towards this wonderful development. I think we've got everyone covered. Now, let's talk about the property itself. And I'm not the kind of auctioneer that actually spends a lot about a property, because if you've come here to bid, you've made up your mind as to why you want to buy this property. But let's just go through some of the legalities as well. For those that have never attended or participated in an auction, let me run through the terms and conditions, highlight some of the features of the property, and then we can start the bidding. Today's auction is conducted under the terms and conditions set out by the Real Estate Institute of South Australia. We've had the conditions up there as well. Let's go through. These terms and conditions, along with the relevant documentation, have been on display for the prescribed time for the last 3 business days and half an hour prior to the commencement of today's auction. The prescribed standard conditions of auctions apply as binding contractual conditions are on display and available to all registered bidders as part of the Form R4 Bidders Guide. The important parts to take notice is The legal description of this property, allotment 1, DP plan 129702 in area named Mount Barker, 100 of, what's that say? Macclesfields. As contained in the certificate of volume 6270, folio 512, known to us today as 2 Emerald Way, Mount Barker. Basically, if you didn't understand all of that, this is the house that's being auctioned, right? Right. The cooling off rights under Section 5 of the Land and Business Sale and Conveyancing Act 1994 do not apply to a sale of auction. The property is offered as a no reserve auction. That's right, we can take any bid, any bid. It is offered to the highest bidder. If you wish to bid, you will need to be registered. We've got those registrations both online and also in person here. If you are not, please see one of our helpful agents. Once you've registered, which we've done now, you'll be given a number. You keep that paddle up when you're bidding so we can read the number and make sure that there's no phantom bidding. As an action here, I will set the bidding increments, and I've got to tell you, I'm not going to be tough on it. I just want to make sure that we get as much money as possible. At the fall of the hammer and the property sold, the successful bidder, you will need to complete the contract and pay the deposit, and it's negotiated prior to auction by cash, bank, EFT. The balance will be payable on settlement. Any variations to the terms and conditions should have been arranged and agreed to prior to commencement of this auction. The inclusions and exclusions form part of the sales contract. At the fall of the hammer, the property will be at the risk of the purchaser, so we recommend an insurance cover note immediately after the auction to protect your equitable investment. Wow, that's done. Does anyone have any questions about that as well? The short summary is the highest person buys the property. The other bit is, which I hardly ever say, in fact, I've said it probably once in the last 10 years, is it doesn't matter what bid it is, it's selling. Even if the highest bid today is $10,000, the property is selling. Ladies and gentlemen, Urban Edge, brand new built, 4-bed, master with ensuite, double garage, in an area, ladies and gentlemen, in an area, originally farming, but go look at the data. One of the fastest growing regions of Australia. An area that's taken its name off a mountain, an area that's got it is the largest area in the Adelaide Hills, and I've got to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Adelaide is the hottest market in Australia. End of story. It ain't Sydney. It ain't Melbourne. It's Adelaide. Bid with confidence, South Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, a new development, a cubby house worth 20 grand, just under 500 square metres. I've got to ask you to tell me what you think fair market value is. Ladies and gentlemen, low maintenance, it's got everything you want. Total 3 bathrooms, bid with confidence. It's over to you, South Australia. I'm going to ask for an opening bid or offer to get us up and going. What's fair market value? We've got a bid that's come online, and before you accept it, it's 500,000, and we're going to have to tell that person, whoever you are online, number two, we're going to put that on hold for a moment. I'll tell you why. Because 500,000 would have been a good bid before COVID started, not now. Can you please convey that? So I'm not going to take that bid. That would have been a good bid. That would have, actually, even before COVID started, that would have been a good bid 2015, actually. Opening bid or offer. Who's going to kick it all off? And those that are watching online, you've got a chance to increase your offer. Where do we go? 6. Bidder number 7. Give him a round of applause. There's the opening bidder. But guess what? We got another bid of
that was coming first before the
700,000. Let's put it in. What's the number?
2.
Bidder number 2 at 700 grand online. At 700,000. At 700,000 with bidder number 2. What's your bid? 750,000. Bidder number 17. Here it goes. Next bid. Bidder 13. What's your number? 800. Bidder number 13. At 800,000's the money. 800,000 against you, against online. Here it goes at $800,000. I'm going to call it once. Bidder 16, what's your bid? 850. Bidder 16, 850's the bid. The call begins. Once. Here it goes. Twice. Fair warning.
900.
What's your number? 22 at $900,000. New blood. Bidder 22. Against you, against you, against you. Here it goes at $900,000. We're going. What's your bid? Your bid? 950. Bidder number 4. 950. $950,000. Once at 950. Fair warning. Twice. Here it goes at $950,000. Fair warning. Third and final call. Are you all done? Those that are watching online, here's your chance. Make no mistake, this property will be sold. I can see a paddle there. Who are you representing? Let me speak to them. 950. Before we go, want to make sure, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we've been going up in increments of 50,000. I'll take a $5,000 bid before we go. Here it goes at 950. Going once at 950.
Online 955. Number 8.
Okay, bidder number 8.
955.
Bidder number 8, $955,000 is the bid. Bidder 8, 955. By the way, whoever buys this, ladies and gentlemen, apart from walking away feeling like they've contributed $1 million towards people's lives, I got to tell you, I've looked at the data. This is a great buy. Make no mistake. This is a great buy. This is one of the few times I would have thought, be on the other side of the fence. There's money all over this. 955, fair warning. Here it goes at 955. I'm going to call it 970. 970. It's bidder number 4, isn't it? $970,000 is the bid. For those that are watching online, to our underbidder, your competition has come in at $970,000. Here it goes at 970, making sure that we get our buyer who's using Realtair platform, give them a chance to make sure that they've got their final considered position at 970. Let's wait and see. Online, I'll take another $5,000 bid. I believe you're making money as you sign a contract on this one. Here it goes. Once. Fair warning. By the way, if you ever want to come to Sydney, I wouldn't mind having someone holding microphones. I don't have that there.
Free flight?
It's really good. They don't do that in Sydney. They're not as nice.
I'm nice.
Still 970.
No?
Still 970.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm letting you know it's official. Unless someone bids now, it's bidder number 4's property. Fair warning to all. Fair warning to all. Here it goes at $970,000. I'm going to call it twice. I'm going to really drag this out because the editing on the block I wasn't very happy with. I was there for 45 minutes and they showed 30 seconds and everyone said, he went too quick, he went too quick. Trust me, I was there for 45 minutes. The good news is this one's live.
Online, number one, 975.
975. We have a new bid online. What's the number?
Number one.
Number one. Number one. Those number one, if you're watching online, everyone's clapping, so get ready to bid again. 975. You know what I would do right now? If I was a buyer and I wanted to buy this property, and I believe that you're buying under market value, I truly believe that. What I would be doing now is making a bid of $1,001,000. I would make a bid of $1,001,000 because there's a possibility that we're going to go up 5, then we'll go another 5. But when you go to $1,001,000, they'll just say they're going to keep going. It'll devastate them. However, unfortunately today, I can't execute your money because it's yours. So you've got to decide how you go about it. So here it goes to our bidder number 4. Adelaide is watching. What do we got?
Number one.
Number 1. Yeah, I know, but I'm talking to bidder number 4. That's who I'm begging to bid at the moment. That's who I'm begging to bid. What do you say? No? Okay. One thing I've learnt is that I never ask just once. I ask lots of different ways. Great things about properties. If you don't like it, it's quite different to actually say, like getting married, a husband and wife. If you don't like it, you stay, right? With a house, you can put it on the market the next day. It's not such a big deal. Here it goes. What do you say? 975 and selling once. Here it goes at 975 and selling twice. Someone just went over to him. I hope that guy's got money that's talking to him. That's what we want. Friends with money at the moment. At 975, here it goes. Third and final call. Are you all done? Are you all silent? Going, 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 go! Ladies and gentlemen, the deal is done. On behalf of Century 21, South Australia, we thank you to everyone that's contributed to this wonderful initiative. Thank you. And may I say, South Australia, you've done Australia proud in real estate. Well done.
Arm is numb now.